thought we were at the weddings. I thought we were at the weddings. I would have put the two reviews together if... And so I need to apologize to the girl who sent me a DM that I thought was going to spoil the episode, but we're not even at the wedding. So I'm so sorry, girl. You can send me the DMs again. Like, don't... My apologies. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing... What show is this? Love is Blind, season 5, episode 9. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Also, quick shout out, because this still blows my mind. Quick shout out to the people who I saw at the event that I was at. It is so cool that like people I don't know me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like wow. So yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys really made my day. Okay, with this episode, it started off with the couples going. Oh, another thing too, guys. Apparently there were 5 couples that went to Mexico. The 3 that we know, Renee and Carter, who I've already talked about, and Renee has spoken out, and so I'm gonna do a video on that. It's probably gonna come out tomorrow. And then a 5th couple who has been completely X'd out because they are in an open lawsuit against Kinetic right now. On top of that, I've seen all your messages about Aaliyah talking to Cameron Hamilton about her relationship with Uche and all that. I will do the review on that as well. We're going to talk about it, but wow, this season, it's looking like Love is Blind. It might be on its way out. But anyways, we see the couples going to get their marriage licenses, which was cool. That was a new thing. And then Nick and Vanessa pop up. I know everybody doesn't like them, but we barely get to see them, guys. They pop up to do the suit and dress shopping. They try to make Renee's story fit into her being there for Lydia, even though we know that's not the case. And to me, this part just never, I don't care.
Oh my God, where are you going? It's supposed to be fun. I know, it's just getting real.
I'm madly in love with her. I'm just more happy than anything. So right now I'm just filled with love, happiness, and ready to go.
She's stubborn as hell. She's a brat, but I love it,
He says that we always right, women. Well, it's true.
It was so funny to me seeing Izzy's mom in the mix with all the guys. I'm just like, oh, she's so cute. I freaking love her. And then I wasn't really listening to much of the conversations because I just don't care about the shopping part. But I did hear Milton say that Lydia is a brat and, oh shoot, what was the other word he said? Explosive. He seems to find it endearing. I would be concerned. But hey, it's not my relationship, it's his. As we know, Izzy has been told that his gestures are going unnoticed, so therefore he is ramping them up, and he is giving Stacy this very luxury, private, exclusive experience.
I wanted to give her a little bit of a sample of what the rest of our life is gonna look like.
Because I've got to be somewhere this Sunday.
Stacy's father did tell me that love is first class, so that's what I had lined up for her today.
He also was told that she loves private jets. Shoot, let my love be first class too. Let my love be private jets too, because wow, I think the best I've done is business. I'm elevating myself. My love is first class. Izzy says that he is concerned about his family's perception of him because of this experiment and obviously how it's structured. It looks like this is fake or whatever. So he's deciding not to invite a lot of his family members to the wedding.
I don't want any opinions or anything like that there. People who are coming are the people that mean the most to me, that have been the most genuine and supportive, even when I haven't been the perfect person.
This man was not kidding in the pods when he said that he wants to leave and cleave, leave his own family and cleave to his wife's family. And I understand with the history that he's coming from. I mean, not even knowing his biological father for a long time, his stepfather forcing him into a lifestyle that he did not resonate with, and then finding out he had all these other siblings and whatever later. Like, it's a lot. it's kind of tumultuous. It seems like his closest family member is just his mama, him and his mama. So yeah, my only question is her family, Stacy's family, was just as critical, if not more, about his ability to provide, his stability in his life. And so if he's unable to like prove his worth, I hate having to say that, but for lack of a better phrase, if he's unable to prove his worth, he's going to feel less than in this family as well. So it doesn't remedy what he's trying to like leave, you know? Milton meets up with his sister, and he believes that the family meeting actually went a lot better than he expected.
We're passionate,
And
we give. We don't give emotion.
I know.
Marriage is huge.
And what does Mom always say? Your perception is your reality. You guys are still part of the process. We all know I'd probably still do it anyway.
I've seen a lot of conflicting opinions on how Milton's family treated Lydia. Some of you guys feel like it was out of line. Some of you guys particularly did not like the accent question that the mom asked. I didn't really think too much of it, but I could see how it is rubbing people the wrong way. They also did give her a grilling, but I felt like Lydia held her own. Other people feel as if Lydia is just like the mama. When the sister was calling out the mom saying that she's going to do some FBI investigation, people were like, well, that's just like Lydia. So some conflicting opinions on that. I do think that he comes from a measured, stoic family, and Lydia is very much not that at the moment. She wants to be, but she's not that. And so are they too different to get along, or is it just enough imbalance to balance? Does that make sense? It made sense in my head. Like, they're just so opposite that eventually they'll find a way to meet in the middle. Like, they'll balance each other. Y'all know, I know, y'all grown, y'all understand what I'm saying. And then Milton says to his sister, even if y'all don't approve, I'm going to go through with it anyways, because I've run through the analytics and I feel like I'm making the right decision. I don't feel like he's run through all the analytics, but I do appreciate a man who can stand behind his decisions. He is a big man in stature, and technically, I guess you could say in age. He's grown, he's living his own life. So if he feels like he's making the right decision, then cool. This is kind of similar to what I tell my mom all the time. Like, you raised me. So if you don't have faith in me, you don't have faith in yourself. So I should be able to make my own decisions because you did a good job, right? All right. After this big romantic date that Izzy and Stacy had, they're having this awkward tension, and at first we don't know what it's about. I was thinking maybe it's the fact that they have shoes on the bed, or maybe it's the fact that this man cannot fold his clothes into the damn suitcase, but no, it's about bad credit.
Like, I tell you everything.
I would not tell you. And for me, I wanted to have this conversation very formal because I knew it was going to be long.
I feel like a lot of times you ramble and maybe are skirting around the actual answer of what I'm asking you.
I have to work on, but it's not like I'm trying to beat around the bush. But I mean, like with everything, like I would not try to lie to you.
A few things stuck out to me. I noticed a few things. They both waited to really talk about finances until after the pods. And so, yes, Stacy had the conversation earlier, but she's kind of annoyed with Izzy for waiting because she felt like this was an important thing to know. But I'm like, but girl, you waited too. So I don't really know. What we're getting from this conversation is that he doesn't have good credit, and there were opportunities where he could have brought it up, but he didn't. However, Johnny knew. Why did he feel so comfortable telling Johnny and not Stacy? Izzy? Interesting. Then Johnny, freaking hell. What's her name? Stacy. Stacy is noticing that Izzy tends to deflect whenever his back is against the wall. And this is what I've been saying. Some people have caught it, some people haven't. The man knows how to finagle his way out of being the villain and turn himself into the victim. It's like the victim Olympics. As soon as Stacy voices some kind of concern, he all of a sudden has a bigger concern that now takes precedence in the conversation. That is so manipulative. It's so unfair. This is not the victim Olympics. You can't just worm your way out of an argument just because you can find a bigger qualm to have with me than I have with you. At some point, we're still going to have to address this qualm. So fine, you can have your moment, but we're going to get back to this. So I don't know what the resolution of this conversation is. I guess she's going to help him with the credit thing. He says he's not in debt. It's just bad credit. I honestly don't think bad credit is like the end all and be all of life. You can build your credit. Like I was saying on live, I don't even have good credit, but I'm leasing this place without a guarantor or a cosigner. So like, it's not the end of the world, but definitely given the life that Stacy is living and the warning of the dad talking about, if you default, this falls on me, I understand why it's a concern for her. Lydia and Milton go to this like mineral museum thing. And listen, I hate museums. I cannot stand, they're so friggin' boring. But this mineral thing, it was really cute.
I don't feel like I get nervous like the day of.
I'm gonna get really nervous the day of.
So you never thought how will you like your wife to be?
Sometimes you wake up very cranky for no reason.
How long? Just we're there. How long? For how many days?
About a day.
So food besides your bed table, like have us there for 3 days.
I don't even know it was by my bed.
I'm gonna have to write down the location of this place. No, honestly, I'm gonna be in Houston real soon. I'm going to this mineral thing, and y'all gonna see pictures of me on social media in this mineral museum. Anyways, remember in the pods when Milton was joking about things like asking for permission to do stuff, hang out with friends, sleep late or whatever. And Lydia was like, well, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to mom you. That's the dynamic that they have. That is 100% the dynamic that they have. He's not asking for permission to do stuff, but he does need to be followed after to clean after himself. It can get on your nerves. It really can. I did say earlier, don't let roommate issues become relationship problems, but at some point it does become a relationship issue if your listening skills aren't great, your communication skills aren't great, you're not, you don't pay attention to things, your attention to detail is just in the pits. Like, no, get it together, sir. She said the dishes of him eating something and like leaving it by the bed had been there like 2-3 days. Milton, no. No, Milton, no. Okay, no. He believes that she needs to be more measured when it comes to her emotional outbursts and stuff. And it's not that I don't agree, but I don't like the way that he handled it. He could have said like, okay, in that conversation with Uche, how do you think you could have showed up in a way that was, better or something, anything, instead of saying, this is what you need to do. You need to be more like me. You need to change no, it sounds very judgmental. It sounds very critical, and I don't think it's going to land well for a lot of people. His rebuttal is, well, you always telling me that I need to clean after myself, and I don't feel like you're judging me. Different. Totally different. Your living habits are absolutely jarring, though. That's a problem. And the funny thing is about like falling in love with somebody, you never expect that their living habits are going to disrupt your atmosphere. That is just a crazy thing. But what he is judging her on is like a character thing. And so I felt like he could have walked her through alternative reactions rather than just saying, don't do this. That's my opinion. What else do I have in here? He thinks that she likes arguments or likes to fight. And she was saying it's just a disagreement. I don't think that disagreements are bad. I think that conflict resolution is great. He doesn't want conflict at all. I think that's very naive of you. Your age is showing. Conflict is necessary. And conflict does not equate fighting, arguments, yelling, screaming. No, it just means we have a difference in opinion on one thing. Can we come to a resolve, or can we agree to accept the differences in our perspectives? Anyways, I feel like Lydia has been growing from this process, because when she's getting very irritated with him, she decides to take a second, collect herself, and then rejoin the conversation.
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
I'm sorry that I don't abide by our expectations. And I'm sorry that I done things that you don't like. God forbid if what my mind doesn't say, my face gonna say. I love it.
I love you too.
I like that they both acknowledge what their temperament is, but in the acknowledgement, what is the attempt to do better? You know? If I say, like, I know I have an explosive personality and I just leave it there, okay, like, what are we gonna do about that? You know? So I do think that they could meet in the middle. He could be a little bit more emotionally expressive. She could be a little bit more measured, or maybe calculate your reactions before you just let things, you know, spark a big reaction out of you. They also need to work on their apologies, because he's like, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. She walked away and had to collect herself. You obviously hurt her feelings. And she was like, I'm sorry, I don't measure up to your expectations. Girl, now you're being petty. Now you're being petty, but listen, in this life, we all have things to work on. I think that there is some real growth and development from these two, which is so mind-blowing. But yeah, that is it. Predictions? Actually, no, let me not predict, because it was spoiled for me, and I think that that would just be a spoiler if I was to predict for you. But like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are almost there. I'll do the video of Renee and the mystery couple tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys then.